Alright, so Mom, this video is for you. It's my two pups there. I done cut some of cilantro because it's going to coriander. You know, you can use the coriander as spices as well. It's going to seed. So I cut them so they can start to grow again. I ate some of them and cut them so they can grow again and reuse them. Got some thyme here. Some garlic. Basil. This sage. Parsley. Curled parsley as well in the back of that, as you can see back there. Dill. This is just growing up everywhere. This is mint. I planted 2 years ago and I had to pull so much of it out. That ain't even a quarter of what I pulled out. This is only what I'm saving on some of it to dry out. And put up. I should just take it and dry it out in the oven or put it in the refrigerator and let it slowly dry out, but I'm trying to see how to do drying out here. I got enough of it to try all kind of ways to do it. See, there's more of it just growing right there. I grew some in a pot, took it up and let it grow in the parts at the beginning of my garden, and it just, look at the root of that thing. I'm pretty sure it's covered and it's growing with no problem. This is my fruit box right here. I have pumpkins growing here. These big ones are pumpkin vines. And you can see that's one of the pumpkins down there, and there's another one above that you can see right there underneath that flower. There's lots of pumpkins underneath there. Gotta make sure I don't step on the vines. So I walk barefooted so I can feel them. There's more pumpkins growing. You see underneath there. There's a bulb over there growing. Some of them grow. Like I said, when you see a flower wear on stuff like this, you should know that for a fruit grows from the flower. There's a 70 to 80% chance that there's a pumpkin growing on it. This is one of my grapevines. It is not. See, there's a couple pumpkins growing on the tip of that. As it works its way, I'm gonna make it go around the garden. One vine going there. There's like 4 different vines growing. One vine gonna go all the way down that way. The other one gonna go on this side all the way down and make it come back up and then around the loops of the boxes. It's gonna be intertwined in here. It's gonna look like a forest after a while covered in vines. Cause I ain't growing nothing up. I was going to use my PCP pipes and build frames to make it grow up on the frame and hang and have like a hanging garden box on stuff like the cucumbers. The pumpkins are too big for a hanging garden. Watermelon, pumpkins got big and broke off the vine. In here, you can see all my cucumbers growing on those. And you should know the cucumbers don't play around. We plucked one the other day that was pretty nice size. And they started to re-wrap, so I can't really move them around like I want to. There's one right there. Well, all my cucumbers, what I do is we make a lot of food and use cucumbers, and the best way to do it is to grow your fresh ones. See all those cucumbers growing on those flowers? Not every flower is a cucumber, but I can guarantee you about 70% of the time, maybe 75% of the time, or 80%, there's a cucumber growing on it. Over here, this is a cantaloupe vine. That cantaloupe's growing just like the cucumbers. Like just come out my fruit box. But in the midst of the time, some of the areas didn't grow, so I planted kale in some of the areas just to see how it does. And this right here, as you see, it's the kale. Used for like lettuce or anything you could use greens for, boil them. Watermelon vines back here, as you can see. And this again, some more of my handy dandy mint. Mint is good for also keeping the insects down. It gives off a nice aroma. That's one of the vines growing this way. I'm just gonna let it grow wild and see what it does. Come out by the fall and have hopefully pumpkins all over the place and watermelons and cantaloupes growing all over the area. It's my onions I was telling you about. This ain't even a bigger box, but you can see how loose the soil is in here. This is compost and garden soil that I put in here. I need to dig around these. It's a little bit packed down because I haven't been in this box that much. But they doing pretty well. See how big that one is right there compared to my hand. Trying to do what you said, doing loosen the dirt up around it a little bit, even though it's kind of, as you can see, it's breakable and loosable. These are the vines coming from, as long as they down there, they grow. Mint vines, just spread out like worse than any wild. I mean, this stuff grow better than grass. That's all my mint and my dill that I just let grew wild from last garden where the seeds just fell down at. And the mint ain't really seeding, it just spread like a vine underneath the ground. Well, if it lays down, a root grow. I'm gonna use that to make dill pickles. My dill, and also when I found to make good crisp dill pickles, grape leaves. Take a couple leaves from your grapes and put inside the jar with the dill pickles, and they come out with grape leaves. Here you can see my grapes growing on this one. Look at that one. Vine growing on top, tomato vine growing on top of it, but check out. This is Brussels sprouts, man. They are growing nicely. I trimmed them up the other day. Me and LaShonda got in here and broke off these around those areas, and they are picking up and growing. You leave the tops on so they can photosynthesize, as in take light in for energy to keep living. This is my onions I was telling you about. Look how big this one is. Or this one right here. Now, that one, like I tell you, is sitting on top of the ground, growing right on out. That's a big stalk right there, but I don't think it's growing to onion like it's supposed to right there. So I loosen up the dirt a little bit without breaking the roots and sending it into shock. Some of my bell pepper plants over here. I got the green onions. Try not to step in the box because it packs the dirt down, what I'm trying to show today. Green onions right here. Some of these didn't get enough sunlight because I had to take out some of the stuff that was blocking them. There was a lot of those mints was over here, and it was taking up all the sunlight. So in this area, the little ones underneath like this wasn't getting all the light it needed to grow. But they're still edible and good, just the way they are. Keep finding little weeds in there. These are my carrots right here. Yeah, see the base of them there? It's my broccoli. Broccoli wasn't doing so hot because broccoli, from what I understand, lost the boat in hot temperatures. So I think I planted it too early. So what it does is it shot straight up and went bolting, means it goes straight from plant to seed without producing the vegetable or the fruit. Or the flower, which is the broccoli in this case. So what I did was you just cut them down. I cut most of the ones that were going to seed. All of these was going to seed. It was a big old forest over here that was going to seed. I cut them down and let them restart again, so they can go to performing broccoli again. Like that. Starting to perform some broccoli there. Had to take away everything that's going to flower though, so it could take away the energy of what's making it go to flower. I got in here with a pair of scissors and did some trimming. So we get some fresh leaves in here, as you can see, that are growing. And hopefully it start producing broccoli heads. There's hopefully one right there. Some more dill. One of my sunflowers, I trimmed it. So just like the it focus what it needs up there. Also leaves enough room where it's not shadowing this and not getting the sunlight it needs, because the shadow was pointing directly across this way and blocking light throughout the day until the light is on this side. By then, only so much of it's left. But these are my peppers. These are more, I believe, bell peppers. They're just slowly growing up. These are yellow peppers, as you can see. That will need to be pulled and ate or pickled. A couple more in there. I think these are my habaneros. Not sure, but they're starting real small. They're starting to get up there because they grew faster than the other ones. They're getting less light, so it's gonna take them a while to grow now. I'll stake these up, but these, you see, these are cayenne. I got cayenne, jalapenos. I think these might be the jalapenos here. Nope, one of those in the back might be, or these are jalapenos. That's right. These are the jalapenos. I don't see any growing on it. I thought I seen one the other day, but I'm not finding it. So I do know that's a cayenne. That's a cayenne. These got to be the habaneros. Good for all kind of sauces and making spices. Good for your health. These are my Lincoln tomatoes. I've been trimming them. You can see right there. There's some down low. Most of the flowers are up top, where they're going to start producing here. Once they start producing, it's going to be game on. You can see the top of that, how they're, I don't know if you can get in there and see that right there. Those are beefsteak tomatoes over there. This year I made sure to get rid of all those little small tomatoes, man. Them cherry tomatoes took over my garden when those seeds hit the ground that I didn't get rid of before they went to seed a couple years ago. They still growing. I just pulled some more up. We decided we wasn't even going. I was going to let a few grow. Decided we weren't going to let them grow. Here's some bell peppers I got in the bucket. Look how big those got. I need to stake up these dills right here. They're starting to fall over. Bell peppers. My lettuce, romaine lettuce. Get over here and try to show you my cabbage. And these are my cabbages, mama. Get out the way. Look at that. Shauna ready to pull one like this one right here. I know she ready. We might eat cabbage today. Might eat a cabbage out the garden today. Look how big that beautiful leaf is. Yes, ma'am. I'm ready to grow some more. I think once I get rid of those cabbages, you know, and those leaves there for lettuce, the rutabagas, by the time the Brussels sprouts are done, I'm gonna put some greens in that area, in the cabbage in that area, and can't put too much over here because the vine's taking over. I expected that anyway. That's why I only put certain things over there. I put the vining things beside itself because they're gonna catch up and grow. My watermelon, cantaloupe, and pumpkins. There's 3 different types of pumpkins, 2 different types of watermelons growing in there, and I think 2 types of cantaloupes growing in there. And there's pretty much 2 types of cucumbers One for pickling, the other one is Sumter's for the pickling, the other one just a regular straight cucumbers. But that's my garden, Mom. All right, talk to y'all later. Love you.